Just wanted to do an update. This is July 16th, 2019. I'm going to do an update on the garden. It's going to look way different than it did last month. We've had such terrible heat here in North Carolina that it's just killing everything. So it's mid 90s, upper 90s. So I'm going to give you a little view of things that have not made it and what is still happening here. So here we go. So cucumbers are dwindling down. My melons, they're growing, but something's happening with these things that they just don't taste like a sweet melon like they're supposed to, the way they were described on the seed packet. And they're a little bit tasting like cucumbers, and we're thinking that possibly they've merged a little bit and hibernated, if that's a word, with cucumbers and the melons. So they taste a lot like a cucumber, not much like a melon. So anyway, this is the last of the English cucumbers, or just dying out. I had to take all my squash out. There's my tomatoes we just trimmed up yesterday, and just trimmed all the stalks, all the stems up, and they're up there, but we're getting down to the last of it. My peppers are coming in really well. They're just starting to be harvested, so but something is eating on the bottoms of these. But these are supposed to be about a 7-inch pepper, turning red and yellows. So, but I've already started picking them just because I don't want them to get eaten up. So I'm doing everything organic, and I just don't want to use all the pesticides and stuff. So, you know, here's where we are. These are the Brad's Atomic Grape. They've been a little disappointing, I have to say. They're not my favorites, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do those again next year. Some of my customers who I've been selling them to are enjoying them, but it seems like a lot of people are not used to tomatoes that are not typically red. So a lot of fear in just trying something new, it seems. But check this flower out. That's the coxcomb that's doing that weird blossom. It's supposed to be like a big pom-pom, but it's not getting real full. So this is some of the other peppers that we've had to pull off because they're getting eaten, but I think they're gonna do okay. And then the black Hungarians, they seem to be somewhat stunted. They're supposed to be about the size of your fingers across, but they're a little small. I'm just letting them go a little bit longer, see if they get any bigger. But they're pretty abundant on the plants. And then the chocolate pear has been somewhat of a favorite. Most people seem to be liking those. We like them. They look like a little pear. Oh, is that our last cucumber?
Yup.
It's the last one. Could be.
No, there's about 3 left.
And then we took down the other cucumbers back here. Those were done.
Did you know
And
how many bees are on these things?
I'm getting ready to pull out these beans. The last of the beans. They just can't keep up with the heat. It's just too much. And then we're about to harvest the last little bit of this lettuce. It's just, yeah. So all my beans are gone. My bee balm, I think we're gonna harvest that for tea. But the bees and butterflies are still quite abundant. And then my basil, I'm gonna have to harvest soon because it's bolting, going to seed. But I'm just letting it go because it's still bringing a lot of pollinators in. And then the black cherry, those are delicious, and they're coming in really well. But everything seems to be slowing down and almost done. I did, yeah. And this pepper, I forget what this one was called. I think this is supposed to be a spicy one. It's supposed to turn orange, but we've already been picking them at yellow. These seem to be some of the spicier ones. They're growing really well. There's not been a bug bothering these. So, yeah, lots of these. And then this is the green giant tomato that's starting to get, it's a delicious big slicing tomato that we've done on a lot of sandwiches and things like that, but they're starting to split underneath if we let them go too long. So this one I think is my definite favorite, is the Dad's Sunset. Look at that beauty. Those are just gorgeous. It's a beautiful slicer. They're delicious. And I'm definitely gonna grow those again next year. This one has not been my favorite. This is the green stripe. Something is really eating those badly. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. But they're okay. They're not my favorite. And then another pepper here. This one was one of my free packets from Baker Creek Rare Seeds. This is, I believe this was a sweet chocolate pepper that I didn't know what it was going to look like, but